Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have two articles here that I will discuss with you, or at least I will draw your attention to them. One is NATO saying something stupid, and the other one is Ukraine reacting to that stupid thing that NATO says. So, what happened? We have a NATO official from Jens Stoltenberg's office, so from the secretariat, not the horse, the Stoltenberg, and they made a statement that is so dumb, just to start with. So it's dumb in itself, and the Russians are like, really, is this the level of NATO? Yes, it is. And the Ukrainians felt offended, angered by what NATO said. And if that guy, that person, I think she's a woman anyway, but I don't know, it doesn't matter. The statement that person made was really spoken, discussed in the circles that we don't have access to. That means that they are really, smoke without fire. There's no such a thing. So let's see what's going on over here. The first article from the New Voice of Ukraine on August 15th, 2023. So this is the headline. Ukraine could join NATO in return for giving territory, ceding territory to Russia. Alliance official. Now, this is stupid on from two angles. One, Ukraine could join NATO in return for, so they think, hey, Russia, we're going to give you some of Ukraine's territory, and then NATO is going to be part of, Ukraine is going to be part of NATO. Now, this idiot who made this claim doesn't understand basic statements made by Russia. One of the main reasons, I know it was unprovoked, but anyway, of the invasion of the special military operation in Ukraine is to prevent Ukraine from becoming a NATO state member. Are you crazy? So what do you think, Russia, we're going to give you something that you will take anyway, that's why you entered, through the special military operation. We're going to give you that, but Ukraine will join NATO. Are you crazy? That's the reason why they entered. One of the four reasons NATO is because these guys wanted, you're going to be part of NATO. So the Russians want to prevent Ukraine from becoming NATO militarized and all that. And then Ukrainians are, what? What are you talking about? You are negotiating with our territory? And NATO is like, yes. It's like Michael Jackson when he asked in that interview. Remember, do you think, Michael, that is it okay to share the bed with a child? And Michael Jackson, yes. Oh, fucking dumbass. Anyway, the interview was like, shit, I gave this guy the answer in the question. And he couldn't get it. Anyway, so here you have it. Let's read a little bit here. Ukraine could conceivably become a NATO member in exchange for, ceding, giving parts of its sovereign territory to Russia. NATO Chief of Staff Stian Jensen, I don't know if this is a he or a she, doesn't really matter. I think it's a he. But he's the Chief of Staff, for God's sake, said on August 15, as reported by Norwegian outlet Verdens Gang. Verdens Gang. And I'm quoting, I think that a solution could be for Ukraine to give up territory and get NATO membership in return. Now, how dumb this Jensen might be. And he, my friends, he is the Chief of Staff of NATO, of state, you tell me. He emphasized, however, that Ukraine alone should decide when and under what condition it wants to negotiate. But you brought them a suggestion, an idiotic suggestion, but nevertheless, you brought them a suggestion. You got the answer. This guy, Jensen, I want to see his face, okay? I'm going to look for this person right now, but hey, what can we do here? Let's go. Let's see. Not Maui. We don't want Maui. I don't think NATO. I don't think this guy is gonna show. Please. There he is. There he is. Is this the guy? Is this the guy? Please tell me this is the guy. It can't be another guy. This is the guy right here. He's like Mr. Beam right here. Come on, show us something. Come on, man. There he is. No, we don't want stunt de acord mai multe opțiuni. What? Oh, Jesus Christ, Romanians. So they want stuff. You know what I do? Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. See? When I go in one of these weasel articles, or they think they're so important, they ask you, hey, can we sell your date of birth and everything you got? Can we do that for you? And you say, well, let me spend about 2 minutes to figure out what your options are. 2 minutes from your life for these weasels. They always want something, man. Just got me angry, these mofos. So that was the weasel. You saw his face? Yeah, he's like a sheep. Like a bah. Anyway, so that was the first one, the option of this intelligent guy. But we got another one. We got the answer coming from the Ukrainians. From Ukrainska Pravda. Talk of Ukraine joining NATO in exchange for territorial concessions is unacceptable. Ukraine's foreign minister. Of course, ministry. Of course. All right, my friends. I confess I couldn't help it. I had to show you this guy right there. There he is. This is a smart guy. He's the chief of staff of Stoltenberg's office, NATO. Can you imagine this guy? Yeah, I can imagine. These are the brightest people over there, right here. Look at this guy. Jesus, he's like a deer in the headlights. Anyway, let's go here. Talk of Ukraine joining NATO in exchange for territorial concessions is unacceptable, obviously. Ukraine's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has rejected proposals to discuss Ukraine's membership of the NATO Atlantic Alliance in exchange for territorial concessions to Russia. The Foreign Ministry spokesman said that any talk of Ukraine joining NATO in exchange for giving up part of Ukrainian territories was absolutely unacceptable. And I'm quoting, where we have always assumed that the alliance, like Ukraine, does not trade territories. The conscious or unconscious participation of NATO officials in shaping the narrative regarding the possibility of Ukraine's giving up its territories plays into the hands of Russia, end quote, he said. Now, look at him. I mean, can you forgive this weasel? Instead, it is in the interest of Euro-Atlantic security to discuss ways to accelerate Ukraine's victory and full NATO membership, end quote. Well, here is again, Ukraine thinks that they are the center of the universe. They're not. But hey, they like to think, and so far that card plays well. Why? Because the Americans want it to be. The Foreign Ministry spokesman noted that Ukraine is committed to further fruitful cooperation with NATO. Without it, you're dead. That's why. NATO Secretariat to achieve these goals. Stian Jensen, ping pong. Director of the private office of the NATO Secretary General had suggested that Ukraine could potentially join the alliance in exchange for territory. However, he emphasized such a decision should be made by Kiev alone. Yes, but you showed your intelligence, Stian, by the statement, thinking that the Russians or the Ukrainians will be, okay, yeah, let's trade, let's forget about it. That guy did not even understand anything why this situation in Ukraine is there. I don't think he understands. I don't think. I mean, unless he should be a dumbass anyway, saying it or not understanding it. So maybe, I don't know, keep your mouth shut, man. We have a saying in Romania, it's like this: Dacă tăceai, filozof rămâneai, which should be translated, if you'd keep quiet, people thought that you are a philosopher. So, stay quiet. Therefore, people don't know who you are. They think you're intelligent. You're just meditative, But you're dumb. You don't have no ideas. Or keep quiet. You pretend, People don't know unless you speak. Speak. Oh my God, this is. So here you have it, my friends. The Russians. That's why the Russians are over there for a trade. And besides, this guy doesn't understand that NATO got Russia in this. They don't want to get it, lose it. Remember that beautiful woman, Victoria Nuland, said in one of the summits, she was invited via, I don't know, whatever, she was on a screen. She did not participated in person. And she said towards the Ukrainians, guys, we're not going to do this again for you, or something like that, which is, we're not going to fight. This is now or never if we don't, my translation, if we don't destroy or get Russia in line, the way we want it, that means next time we can't do it because they are going to grow too strong, and the other countries will, go around Russia, and it's going to be a divided world. So it's now or never, as Elvis Presley's song is now or never. So anyway, good job. Just to let you in a little good mood here. Tsugulugu, what's going on? Not too much occurs right here. I can tell you that. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.